This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Welcome back to the show. We are so excited to have our next guest joining us here from BH Wellness Group. It's Bhavna Srivastava. She's joining us here live today to talk more about the amazing work she does and how, she really is the golden light. She's got an amazing backstory, and she's here as a teacher, as a spiritual guide, as a transformational coach, and so much more. So welcome. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me again. And I'm so excited
Oh,
to.
great. Thank you. Well, we're excited you're back. And for those that may not know a little bit about you, tell us a little bit.
So I help people shift from their trauma into love. And I take you through your journey and, in life and release the pain you hold inside of you to embody love and to live with that every day
Yeah, and she's so
and to accept
modest.
people.
She has been
Thank you.
touched by the golden light. She's a best-selling author, international speaker, and she's really helping people all over the world. And she even is her nonprofit saving people. She does so much. And just by the way, as an international speaker, didn't you recently come back from a speaking engagement? Do you mind just sharing a little bit about that?
I do have that, so I can show it to you. So this is top
Sure.
100 in power. So I went to Phoenix. I had an interview there, and I was live in there. So it was amazing to meet other women in the industry who are making a difference and transforming lives, and that I was also part of it and the sponsor to that event.
Congratulations. Exciting stuff. All right. Well, what else did you want to share for today? I know we have a lot to talk about and get started with.
Yes. Today I wanted to talk about spirituality and what is spirituality and the myth and the differentiation from spirituality to religion, because a lot of people confuse it and don't want to go. And they ask me, are you creating a temple? And I'm like, no, this is just a way of life, just teaching people to live with love. That's it. It's that simple, you know? But what is the main difference in what is spirituality? What does that mean?
Yeah.
So it is nothing but finding your purpose in life. It's your journey, it's your self journey in your life to know about why you are here, what's your purpose. It's that simple. But how do you do it? How do you find that? You find it by finding yourself first, right? Connecting with yourself. Like we get so busy and stressed in our life that we are so disconnected with ourselves. Like
Yep.
lately, recently, like before, yes, people might have been connected, but now people have, there's so many things going on in the world that they disconnect. They are living in so much fear, and the experiences they go through, the traumas, so which, they are disassociated totally. So I help them, empower them, and
Yep.
unleash who they are, of taking out the trauma from them and letting them know this is who you really are, you know, and this is your purpose. This is why you are here. And it's just that simple. It's nothing to do with religion. But once you find, then it's very easy to connect with, the faith, the God, the religion, the whoever you believe in that time. So it's before, you know, it's like you can do both hand in hand, but it's also a process where if you connect with yourself, I've had people who have come to me and like Christians, Hindus, everybody, like all different
Mm-hmm.
religions, modality, because this is what I do is non-denominational, right? So when they come to me, they connect more with their faith and they're like, oh my God, I love Jesus more now. Oh my God, I love Moses more now. Oh my God, I understand them more now. I love Krishna more now. It's like, okay, because now you know yourself. So it's easy to then know that divine being who walked the earth and who held so much pain, now you connect easily with them and understand their pain because you have gone through pain in your life, right? And now that you are coming out of it and you're recognizing yourself and your purpose, then it's easily, then to be able to connect with that divine being who you pray to or believe in. Does that make sense?
Totally does make sense. Oh my goodness. And we all, I want calmness. I want peace. I want wellness, happiness. And I think it's something that we're all entitled to, that we're all meant
Mhm.
to have, right? And some people feel maybe not worthy, but where's you as a golden light? We're all supposed to be this way. We're all supposed to feel good, right? And live our best lives.
Exactly. And when we talk about, like, when people talk about like energy, they're like, some people are scared about it. I'm like, yes, there's in the world, just like your thoughts, right? Do you see your thoughts? You don't see your thoughts.
No.
Is it floating around? Is it written somewhere? No. So thoughts are nothing but energy, but they are actually real. Your feelings, do you see your feelings? No. The actions you see with what the thoughts or the feelings you do, like if you love somebody you will hug them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the action of the feeling or the emotion you felt or the thought you got. Oh, I want to hug this person, right? Or I'm so angry. Again, how you say what you say is a result of your emotion, which is again an energy flowing
Yeah.
within you. So, energy, as I talk about, is nothing but what is floating around everywhere in the world. Now, that can be good and bad, like oxygen, you know,
Yeah.
it is also something which is floating around. You
Yeah.
breathe oxygen, you don't see oxygen, right? So, there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing to be scared of energy unless it's the dark, right? But positive energy is actually good. It makes you feel happier. It makes you feel more positive. It makes you feel want to do more. It does not let you get tired. So what I do with the golden light is, which is unconditional love light, it's shifting your energy, your negative thoughts, your traumatic experiences out of you to
Yeah.
unleash that beautiful, kind soul you are, that person who you are. If you want to help others, if you want to just be nice, you want to receive love, right? And if people are not seeing that, people are seeing that, oh my God, this person's so angry, so upset, or so irritating all the time. Now, if we release those layers of pain and trauma, now what people are seeing is just this person who's so amazing and kind inside. Because this inside, you've created the walls because of the trauma, and you know, those walls again, it's not real wall, but it's our energy wall. But people cannot connect with you because of that energy wall you've created. So they actually don't see you as the kind person you might be, right?
Yeah.
So that is where I say, when you come in to me and work with me, I release those layers, just like, peeling off the onion or the cabbage. And then you see the beautiful, like when you go down to the core of it, it's so pure and white, right? And that's how all of us are. When we release those layers of pain and the trauma and the hurt we go through, and the anger and the sadness and depression, all of those feelings, which are
Mm-hmm.
created by trauma in your life.
Wow. Ugh. And then how do we fix these traumas? My goodness.
So there's different ways, I'm just, if it's okay with you, I'm going to give you a tip. I'm going to actually stay with me. I'll give 3 tips to people so they can do
Okay.
that. And then they can do that by themselves. And then if they really wanted to go more deeper, they can connect with me and I can help them out, you know. And so the first one is, meditation. Take out time for yourself. And meditation is nothing but just connecting with yourself, sitting with yourself. It could be done sitting, it could be done lying down, it could be done just being quiet, it could be done even walking. You know,
And
I
how long is meditation? Because some people might say, I don't have time to meditate, but it doesn't have to be an hour, half hour, right? It could be less.
it could be anywhere from 2 minutes up to an hour or all
Perfect.
day long. Okay. So it is your choice. Can
Yes.
take out 2 minutes in a day to connect with
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Because what does that do? It helps you
Grounds
immediately calm
you.
down.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever you are, it just releases, and just that chaos, you are in that. And it brings you back in and centers you. And, you know, and then how can you do that? You can just sit and just be like, okay, I'm just going to close my eyes and just be here. I'll
Mm-hmm.
just be here
Be present.
in this
Yes.
now. And
Uh-huh.
just saying that, I'm just here in this now moment. I'm just going to be here in this now moment. So, what you're doing is you're releasing the thoughts, the negative thoughts which are going on in your head, and now you're not listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to your voice. And after some time, when you keep saying that, it's not like a mantra, but when you keep saying that, you stop hearing the negative thoughts which are going da 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 chatter mind. Like I call it the chatter mind, which is going on, and you cannot quieten that, right? So when you say this, now the chatter mind quietens and listens, like, okay, what is she talking? Okay, how can I negate this? But you're not giving it the time because for 2 minutes you're just saying this. I'm going to be here and now. I'm going to be here and now. And yes, I'm here. I'm now, right here. So, what now you are doing is you're bringing yourself in this present moment. Because what happens is when people are living in trauma, they've gone back in the past. So, they're not living in the present. They've shifted their timeline. So, they're living in pain. They are reliving that trauma all the time in the present. So, this way, now you are here in this present moment. So it's that simple. 2 minutes, that's it. Just say that to yourself and then get back to your work. You don't have to take all day long. But that will help people to come back into, okay, I'm here, I'm ready. What's next? I can deal with this. I can deal with my life, or I can deal with people. Like at this time, if you see, there are so many people who have social anxiety, like which is just talking to people, meeting people, connecting with people. So where we used to have so many networking events, now they don't want to do that. People are like, I'll just do, meet online and that's okay, or be on the phone, so that gives them the I can disconnect whenever I want to, right? Because they're going through so much, or they've gone through so much, but they're living that pain all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the first thing. The second part is to, I call it the self-care, and which is taking care of yourself, eating healthy, drinking lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
And people forget when they are working, they are working, they're working, they're working. They could be working all odd hours and forgetting to drink water and forgetting to eat and, eat a healthy meal. So if you know your day tomorrow, you know, that, oh, I'm going to be busy, carry things accordingly, you know, make whether it's okay, this is my snack. If I don't get time, I'm going to just grab this and it's healthy, carrots, apple, banana, that will help you and keep you going for a longer time.
True.
And instead of grabbing a burger or a fry.
Guilty, guilty, right? The fast food, the potato chips, the snacks, and I have kids, so I do that often. Sorry. Yes, yes, yes.
Right? Which is where people go to,
Mm-hmm.
and the statistics actually show Americans are the most obese people. Different countries, they actually eat healthier.
Yeah.
So if you start to take time one day before, and how is tomorrow going to be for me? And what can I take? If I have time, I can eat this lunch, make it at home and take it with because then you know what you're putting in that. And you're eating something healthy, right? And if you don't know how to cook, grab things, which is, like I just mentioned,
Yeah.
apples, bananas, carrots,
Mm-hmm.
cucumbers. So blueberries, they are so good. Like you want to munch, you want little energy, you're working with brain, have blueberries next to you. It'll help your brain and it'll keep it going, you know. So have a bowl of blueberry every day. I'm not a health coach, but that helps you and gives you the energy to go through the day without getting, have you seen a grape? And then you've seen what's the other version of the grape,
No, what is the other version of the grape?
which does not have the juice.
No, I know, like purple grapes and green grapes. That's
Okay.
all I know.
And when we take out the juice out of it, what does it, and when we dry it out,
Oh, wine. I'm sorry.
that's the juice part. Now, before it becomes that,
I don't know. What is it?
we put it in the nuts,
This is all new to me.
just like cranberries, right? Dried cranberries, dried grapes. What do you call dried grapes?
Dried grapes? I really don't know. Can you tell me?
Raisins.
Oh, I'm like, I don't know if she's trying to trick me. I'm like, I really don't know. Dried grapes or raisins? I don't
That's
even know
right.
if I ever knew that. I'm so sorry. I'm like sitting here like dumbfounded.
Right. So that's how you become if you're not putting the nutrition,
Oh my goodness. Okay, okay.
right? And then what do you do in the evening now that you are exhausted and tired? Then you go drink the wine.
Sleep?
After you drink the wine, then you're exhausted and then you just sleep, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have the wine because you don't have the nutrition, which could have come through the grapes.
Oh,
So if you just had the grape in the morning during the day, you know, you would feel better, sleep better. You'll have the enough glucose in your body to get through the day and the energy so you won't go through up and downs. And then a lot of people just have the raisins. So when you have the raisins, then make sure you have water with that. So
okay.
you know, it can go back to being itself.
Wow. Yeah, I need a lecture on nutrition. I'm so sorry. I'm
And,
not
and
the best
like I said,
eater.
I'm
I'm
not a
so
health coach,
sorry.
but just self-care.
Yeah,
People think self-care is going and getting a massage. Yes, that's part of it, but
could
self-care is
be.
also food, right? Eating good food and being aware of it, what you're putting in your body.
Yeah.
And then the third one is good sleep. Okay. But also, I mean, I can go on, I can give you five list, but then also creating good boundaries. So that's the fourth one, creating boundaries with the people you love, and which is very important, you know, and the people you work with, creating that boundary. So nobody just takes you for granted or uses you or treats you like a doormat, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we just, especially, as a woman, we allow people to do that easily. So for women, it's important to step up to know their boundaries,
Got it.
to create that boundaries with people so they are not hurt. So it is very important, you know, to know that. And how do you do that? So that's where I do the coaching. I help people create those boundaries. Every person's life is different and unique. So when they come to me, I listen to you and then I say, okay, this is what you do. I create strategies and help them, you know. And then we think about, okay, and now what do you want to do, or how do you
Or
say things? Sometimes you say things out of your mouth which might hurt people you love in your life. And so, Bhavna, this just slips out of my mouth all the time. It automatically, they'll say something and it triggers me, and I just say this. So
yeah,
there's no filters. So I said, okay, how do we create filters, or why do you not have filters? Because when we go through so much trauma, we are so disconnected with ourselves. We go into that mode of, I don't care. When we go into that I don't care mode, automatically, the
that's
mouth,
when.
it just says things because you're in that mode. I don't care. So whatever you say, it's like, I don't care, kind of whatever comes out. So whether the person likes it, not likes it, you know, gets upset, it doesn't matter to you. And so whatever. something just comes out which could hurt them. Or it
Yeah.
could be sarcastic, it could be nasty, you know? So, this is what spirituality means. It is connecting and understanding yourself and your journey, your life. Once you know this, okay, I am living here. I have kids. I have a partner. I have a job. I have these people I work with. How do I deal with these people? That's your small world. How do I deal with these people? Now I have my friends. I have my extended family members. How do I deal with these people?
True.
Right? So that just how do you deal and how do you talk? How do you converse? How do you communicate? Because we are not taught all of that at school. We are just pushed into living life after school. School, we are taught about mathematics, physics, chemistry, and we might not be doing anything related to any of that, right? And now we go back out into the world and we are like, okay. And everybody comes in with their belief system, what their parents said, taught, talk like this, don't talk like this, say like this, don't say like this, meet with this people, don't meet with this people. So now you come in with all these thoughts and values, and you have your own character, and people are
Yeah.
all put together. How do you do? Nobody tells, teaches, or supports or guides, and you're just thrown out. And then there are people who judge you. Oh, you're bad, you're good, you're not good. So when people come to me, I help them. I don't judge them. I support them. And, you know, Bhavna, I'm feeling bad because everybody comes from a different and unique family. And you have two sets of parents, or one set, or whoever brought you up. And some people don't even have that. They are put in foster care, right?
Yeah.
So people come from different backgrounds. It's how do we expect and accept themselves, right? But what do we do when people come to me? They'll tell me this story, their story, their parents' story, or sometimes they don't. They're just like so hurt, you know. And when that happens to them, it hurts their heart and they close it off. And then they don't know how to deal with it. you know Even if they have the most kindest heart in the world, you know they'll help out people, but part of them, so they're operating with 70% and 30%
Mm-hmm.
is non-reachable.
Yeah.
So when you do anything with 70% or 50%, will people connect with that? No.
Wow. Thank you for
So
that.
yeah. And so this is what is happening, and that's why so much disconnect is going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So my appeal and call to everybody to take action, connect with me so I can help you to understand you. You know, this is where I specialize with being the golden light, which is unconditional love light and peace. So I bring in that energy into you to release that pain so you know who you are at the core. Like we pull those layers out and you can go and see, like, oh my God, I am actually this person. That's why I like to help people. Or I'm actually this way, and that's why some people are just like turtles. I call
Very
it.
slow.
Yeah. Not just that, they anytime somebody comes in front of them, they'll just go back, retreat, like I
Oh,
don't,
yeah,
you
totally. Yeah.
and when they leave, or you could call them introverts, right? But it's like an introvert can be amazing and friendly when they are with their people who love them and friends. But then they are not like extroverts where they could be like, right? They're not like the party people, but they'll be like the quiet ones
So quiet.
standing at the end of the room and just be like, okay, who do I talk to? Right? You don't connect immediately with everybody. So I'm not trying to tell personalities, but I'm just trying to tell how people react in different situations and how everybody is so unique and different. You know, accept yourself, love yourself, care for yourself. You are special. You are that creator's creation along with your parents, you know? So when people say, like, I'm good, I'm bad, they start to judge. I said, who are you to judge? You are his creation. You are perfect just the way you are. If you want to bring in religion, first thing, love yourself because he loves you because he created you, is still here. This experience in life, this
Yeah.
journey is beautiful. Love this journey because he wants you to have this journey.
Yeah.
But don't allow people to put you down. And if they are, come, let me empower you, unleash who this person is inside so that people can actually see this person.
Yeah.
You know? And when those qualities are unlocked, you start to shine bright.
And yep.
And you have this glow in your face and people want to meet with you and connect with you. And that's what a lot of people who come to me, they come back and say, you know what, I went here and everybody just wanted to talk to me. Like, I'll tell you, this lady I worked with, and she worked in a hospital for 40 years, and she started to work with me. She came in because meeting with so many people all day long, she was exhausted and tired. And she was like, I cannot do this anymore, Bhavna. And nobody talks at my, hospital at that place. It's only one.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm so exhausted and tired. So we started to work and we started to clear and just like the onion, the taking the layers out. And then after a couple of sessions,
Yeah.
and she says, Bhavna, everybody's noticing me now and everybody's coming and talking to me. Like before, I would just sit in my cubicle and nobody talked to me. She's like, suddenly after a week, and this is after we did like 7 sessions, she comes like, everybody's noticing me. Everybody's saying, hi, hi. And they just want to come and talk to me. It's like I've suddenly become so popular. She's like, I don't know what happened. And everybody's like so nice to me. And I'm just smiling all the time. And everybody's saying, like, you've got such beautiful light. You've got such a beautiful energy. I love it. You're always smiling. So she was like, I worked in the same place for 40 years and nobody said anything and nobody connected or smiled or even said good morning.
Was it jealousy? I mean, it could be another
Yeah.
issue, but oh my gosh, but we're almost out of time. I'm so sorry. We are. So finish your thought, please. Thank you so much.
So, so the important part is to know yourself, to love
Yeah,
yourself, and
always.
allow and come to Golden Light to allow me to release all that trauma and pain to make you step into, who you are, the uniqueness and the beautiful you and the gifted you from the divine here to walk this earth in your journey. Once you connect with that part, then it's easy to work with God, to just love Him and to pray to Him.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. All right. Well, we appreciate your time here. Always a pleasure having you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now remind us how we can reach you, please.
It's bhwellnessgroup.com. And just, you can email me, you can text me, just mention this, that you watched me here, and then we can connect with you and help you more.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Enjoy your fantastic day. And thank you for enlightening us once again. We'll talk soon. Have a great day and an even better weekend soon upon us. Bye, honey.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.